should be connecting us back up with YouTube. But like, it's wonderful. All right, so we've got everything back online. Everything's back up. So welcome in YouTube, welcome in TikTok. So we're gonna go back to no revival. I mean, for all we know, I'm gonna die here in 2 seconds, and you won't have to worry about it. But yeah. No worries. Didn't open the stream till pretty late. Yeah, have you been streaming to 3 platforms, running at the same time as OBS? Yeah, so I'm running YouTube and Twitch through OBS, and then TikTok requires you to have its own thing, which is an absolute CPU hog, and I really wish they'd just let me use OBS because it would make my life easier, but they don't.
Good morning, Cutter 9346-52. All the team at Lynx would like to wish you a happy and productive day.
Yeah, so it's Cerisa Mage saying, you gotta do what I did last night and put at about 60 seconds left, immediately put in like 35 to 40 ahead and keep it there. Yep. 1-2 seconds rolls it. Hey, it can happen. Especially one of those things. You get distracted and you haven't warmed up and everything. You just make a dumb mistake. Alright, so I only have 25 points, so I can't really do anything here. Is there anything you need to repair? Nope. Alright. Yeah, so where we left off, we do have our ship. We are fixing it. We have the administrator has shown up and is being a colossal jerk, and things are continuing to escalate between them. And that's mostly where we're at right now, is things have continued to escalate.
Welcome to Vendatron 9000. Have a nice day.
Oh, I also need fuel.
Welcome to Vendatron 9000.
Let's see, TikTok is a nightmare maintaining engagement in my experience. They gotta have a Family Guy clip or some mobile game or some kind. So you can keep engagement doing other stuff, but yeah, it is a thing that like TikTok feels like it's very much, did you do something in the last 10 seconds? No. Channel implode. Like you gotta be real active on there to have any momentum whatsoever. Which I'm not the best at, but I do know some other creators who've been doing really well with it. It's definitely not hurt me. I did have to laugh the other day as I got the first thing. It's like, you're getting paid. It's like, what? I made money on TikTok? It's like, here's your $5.30-something cents. I'm like, you know what? I'm not happy about that.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Okay. So I can tell that this is detached by that being 96,000 kilograms, this being 9.8. So go ahead and pop that in over there. But for those who missed what this is Hardspace Shipbreaker. The gist of this game is you're a ship salvaging person. You mostly did it out of desperation because Earth not doing so hot. So people trying to get away from Earth. And as such, you basically took whatever job you could. It's very much a narrative around like the idea of like company towns, that kind of thing from like the Old West. So if you're familiar with the concept of the company town and all that and how it was exploitive and awful and terrible and everything else, it's that's the story.
Processing object. Applying credits to account.
So it is one of those things that it's kind of one of those things that just story-wise, it's very like pro-union, very, very pro-collective bargaining and all that, because that's basically the gist of it. Like that's what it's kind of about. Yeah, Earth is in a bad way because of like overexploitation and, you know, businesses running amok with like no real oversight kind of thing. The typical. And they still have a lot of that, like if, you know, when they have like the marketing speak for the spaceships and everything, it's like very openly that they cut corners, that they don't care about safety and all that. And it's just marketing nonsense. Alright, we had already detached the, engines the last time we worked on the ship. Like, this is a ship that we're already well along. But the kind of thing that's cool about it is it's very methodical tearing apart of the ship. They kind of go part by part, cutting away these yellow and black striped points. It lets me know that that's a point I can cut to detach things. There are other things like puzzles and all. Not puzzles, that's overstating it. There's other different types of ship components you have to deal with. You have to be careful about safety, like those red tanks in the back. If I accidentally catch them with this thing or get too close to them cutting, they explode. And that is bad. Things exploding in enclosed spaces that you also are occupying, not the best time. But as you kind of learn how to work through taking stuff apart and go from there. Okay. Oh yeah, yeah. Three's the Mage, basically bringing up the company town era. Yep. Stuff like the mines and the railroads, where working conditions were absolutely way above and beyond awful. No real safety. There's very little regulation of any kind around any of it. Just lots and lots and lots of problems. Oh, you didn't even move. That's not expected. You're only 9,000 kilograms. You should absolutely be able to move. Oh, you snagged. I see what's going on here. I mean, that is what it is. But yeah, so we are playing in permadeath, though, so the catch is normally if you die, you just respawn and you move on with your life, that kind of thing. But in this particular one, if I die, the run's over, it's all gone. You know, rip. Start from scratch. Which, for the record, if I die, that'll be the end of Hardspace Shipbreaker for a while. Because I do enjoy the game, but, you know. As well as ones that I don't think you can really get away with playing a lot of. Like, people enjoy popping in to see you play when you've not played in forever. Or if it's your first time. Alright, get out of my way. There we go. It's mostly one of those things I think they want to see you experience the story kind of thing. But it does a lot of stuff like you have to rent your own tools from the company just to work. They just don't take your safety seriously in any way, shape, and form. You are horrifically indebted just to get the job. Like, you are indebted to the company that you will be working for. There's all that kind of stuff. Alright, so let's grab the radiation panel. So danger with this one is that it bangs stuff. It's a bad time. Go gently pull it out here. And don't give it a big tap, just give a little nudge. And we're good.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
But there's lots of dangers between explosion, explosive decompression, fire, electricity, coolant, nuclear reactor breakdown. Electrocution. Alright, so I've got one more of those to deal with. Somewhere around here. There you are. Blunt force trauma. You could smash into stuff and bust your visor open, which kills you instantly. Okay, so he pulled all the fuses, so he can get the power generator now. Okay. You can accidentally huck yourself in the processor of the furnace, at which point your body gets processed or furnaced. That bad.
Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred.
There's your connection point we got to worry about. What are the different things you can throw the salvage in? So there's 3 different points you throw salvage in. There's the processor, the furnace, and the barge. And the basics are, if something would be something you'd want as is, like no changes, you're just going to take it and use it, like a computer. That goes on the barge. If it's something that you'd want the parts, but you don't kind of want it as one big thing, so think of like armor plating, you'd want to, detach the armor plating to go put it on something else, that goes on the processor. So something you like take it apart and use the bits and pieces. And then something that you're just going to want it for the materials, like glass, you put on the furnace to have it melted down. All right, let's be careful. That's a fuel tank right there. So that's the 3 different places you put it. And the game is like really good about it where you don't have to just know where stuff goes. If you notice when I put my mouse over stuff,
You got 5 minutes left.
it'll be like, okay, that panel there, it goes into the processor. It says in the middle. And also, if I were to grab it with my grapple thing here, it'll also highlight where it needs to go as well. So there's no guessing around it. So you don't just have to have like the knowledge from past playthroughs of where stuff goes. You can just kind of go with all that. All right, so we got the forklift. Well, sorry, industrial hoist. Oh, it's still attached somewhere. That's fine, we can deal with that in a moment. Ooh. Let's make sure... Okay.
Object processed. Transferring credits.
Are you still attached somewhere? You are. So like this is aluminum, so I want the aluminum for material. Whereas this is nanocarbon armor,
Deposit accepted.
so I want it as, nanocarbon armor. And this is a radiation filter, so I just want it as a radiation filter.
Processing valuable
Ooh,
objects.
don't bang, don't bang.
Awarded.
Okay. Okay, I got worried. This thing is dangerous because it's full of radiation, so if you bang it around or move it too fast, it spews out the radiation into a cloud, and then it becomes very dangerous to deal with. It doesn't take much of a little like love tap to really make things terrible. All right, so you're still at 7,000.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
Yeah, so you got a bunch of tools, and these get pretty exotic at times. Like, there are high-yield explosives that some stuff is too strong for your cutting laser to cut apart. So you have to use high-yield explosives that are like shaped charges.
Deposit.
They're very easy to kill yourself with. Not only because they explode, but they have a tendency to destroy stuff you don't mean to. And if that stuff happens to be, a nuclear reactor or a fuel tank, you get the idea. Imagine real life that do stuff like that too, using like smart augmented reality goggles. Yeah, I mean, if we're talking like space age stuff, yeah, I'd expect that kind of thing. So you're still at 6,000 kilograms, which is a decent amount to move. There we go. That'll separate. Wait, you're also processor? The rail guide? Okay, well, I don't even worry about detaching you then. Nah, actually, it looks like I might have to. To make this a more manageable weight. Well, I guess more manageable mass. It's space.
Ship's almost done in the middle, Cutter. 1 minute left.
Okay.
Deposit accepted for processing. Salvage goal cleared. Rewards allocated.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's not weight if there's not gravity. It's mass. Okay.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Alright. And our shift is over, so it's time to go see what we can do. And do that. Now, the game flow of this is you basically gain ranks as you salvage ships, and then the ranks do cause a progression in the story to occur. And then there's certain story quests you do. Well, story ships, I guess, is a more accurate way of doing it.
Good morning, Shipbreaker. Lynx mandates a maximum of 8 hours of sleep. Any extra sleep time will be docked from the next pay cycle.
Ah, yay. Make sure our equipment's in good order. Good enough. I usually repair my equipment at 50%. It doesn't technically show up as red to like 30%, and you can even do it with nearly completely broken equipment. But you'll have like random things where your thrusters won't work as well suddenly. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Alright. So, tethers, fuel.
Thank you for your purchase.
Wonder why I haven't been getting any dialogue recently. Normally when you start a mission, they'll have like some banter or whatever for just a second or two, and then you'll go into it. A little surprised that we're having this much radio silence. So this is gonna still... Yeah, so we're still getting like the hard freeze for just a second when I switch to that HUD. I don't know why that is. I remember that being a thing in the past too, when you got into really complicated ships and you did that, the whole thing would just hang for just a moment while it figured out what to do. Calm before the storm? I mean, from knowing the story, yes. But normally they still have like just idle chit-chat, even if it's not storyline relevant. Like even after you finish, you can keep playing
Accepted for processing. Credits
for as like long as you like. Alright, to stop that from rotating for a moment.
applying credit.
Alright, that's nanocarbon.
Salvage registered. Transferring credits.
Alright.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
We've got more nanocarbon here. I think you're fully detached now, it's just your weight is 3,000, which is totally fine. Go on in. As you can see, you just kind of slice and dice the ship up. It's just figuring out how to do stuff safely.
Processing object. Applying credits to account. Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
Alright, reattach you so you don't get pulled in the wrong place.
Credits deposited.
Same with you. You're starting to get pulled into the furnace. We don't want that. You go over here. Oh, I see something I want to make sure we deal with. Might be too late. Alright, well, it's not a clean cut. Actually, that's pretty good. Considering I just did a fast eyeball while it was rotating on me.
Object accepted for processing.
At least got, 20,000 of the panel recovered.
Material accepted. Credits transferred.
Alright, there's you. There's you. You still look like you might be attached to something.
Object deposit refused. Please be more careful.
Alright. With the titanium rail that's attached there. Pretty soon we'll be trying to pull the reactor. That's the dangerous parts that I'm
Credit applied.
saving until most of the other stuff is done.
Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded.
Alright, let's get the engines out of the way. Okay. Oh yeah, no, I've absolutely flown into the furnaces and all that before. Not in this run, because obviously once I die, it's over. We almost died to the furnace on this one that I got, I was throwing something, where you get, like, kind of counter-swung, where you throw something heavy, and you also get thrown the opposite direction. And I did that and almost threw myself into the furnace, like I was in the opening. It's really hard to get out once you've done that. But I was able to grab onto the side and then propel myself off of it really fast to fight my way out of the pull before it killed us. That was the closest we came to death. We got pretty close the last time I played. I accidentally blew up a gas tank. But I've been spending almost all of my points on defense as opposed to tool upgrades. So that's the reason my tools are all, like, horribly underpowered and everything. But the good news is, because I did all that, when I had the explosion, I was in the middle of it, I managed to barely survive. Well, actually, I survived pretty okay. I didn't barely survive.
Credits awarded.
I had most of my health. Whereas normally, getting caught in that kind of explosion, that's a respawn screen, but at permadeath, that would have been end of run. Yeah, so trying to clear out as much as possible. I can get the engines out, and I get the
Credits deposited.
fuel, or the fuel tanks out of the way. Because the generators, when you pull them, tend to spark. And you can imagine spark and fuel tank and how that all goes.
Salvage
Okay.
secured. Account credit applied.
It's not really what I wanted to do.
Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred.
Okay. Let's grab the last of these. Yeah, so there's definitely like a methodicalness of this, of just taking it apart one by one, little by little. Some ships are exceedingly dangerous, some are pretty chill. This one's kind of a halfway in between. As long as I'm careful to not laser those fuel cells, it's pretty tame. The reactor can always be a little bit dangerous, but you know.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
Still not that bad.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
Okay, so I've got those.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Let's detach all these fuel tanks back here. Man, there's so many back here. So my hope of what I can do here, and this might be a bad idea, then grab right here at the front, and tag that over there, and that'll kind of rotate around, exposing those fuel tanks I just disconnected. So I could very easily pull them out. Oh, that detaches?
5 minutes left till we call her a day. We were out.
Alright, well I learned the little fin on the back is a rudder that detaches. In case anyone was wondering. That's news to me. But the point is, it mostly worked.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied. Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
That's all these highly explosive fuel tanks dealt with.
Credit.
Okay, that's going on track. That's going on track. Yeah, that should be fine. We'll have to wait till those get out of the way till we do the next thing here. I really don't like the angle on this generator. Do you have connection points or something I can break off?
Credits transferred.
Doesn't look like it. Oh, no, don't. Okay, so the coolant area... So the cooling thing is all the way over here. We don't have an easy way to access, so I gotta get to the cooling thing, race all the way over here, to then pull the reactor out. It doesn't have a straight line of sight to the bottom, nor do I think it can reasonably get it to. There's two ways I could see doing this. So the first one is either way I pull the coolant. Now I could deliberately try and spin it on its axis and then shove it out the bottom, which feels super sketchy. Or two, I try and yank it out the back, well actually be yank it out the top, and then cable it down, which still doesn't sound great, but between the two seems like the lesser of evils. Now the thing is, if the reactor goes, it doesn't matter where you are on the map, it just kills you. There's just like a cinematic and you die.
Registered.
So all the armor in the world isn't going to help me. Let's deal with that.
Warning. Fuel levels are low. Tether supplies running low.
Alright, so let's deal with all the stuff I'm running low on. Air's about to be low as well. Okay.
Welcome to Vendatron 9000. Thank you.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Alright, good. So those are both out of the way. Because I think before we can do the reactor, I have to get that out of the way. It'd also be nice if I can move this. You know what? There's a way I can do this. Tag that to my hab. Because that should pull it straight away from this piece. There we go, and once we get that, I can pull it into the,
Accepted. Credits awarded.
So detach all those. Plug that over there.
Cutter, you got 1 minute left. Time to shift your biscuits.
Yeah, so my hope is that'll just rotate on its spot and get clear. There we go. Cool. I just didn't want it to snag in that pipe. All right.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
All right. Oh, you're still attached. How are you attached? Okay.
New certification level awarded. License upgraded.
Alright, so that's going to continue the story on us. We did gain our next rank up kind of thing. So hopefully that doesn't end up biting us in the face.
Good morning, Cutter 9346-52.
Alright.
Links would
Ghost
like to share
ships.
The following inspirational message. The
We'll read it as
greatest
soon as
reward
the
in life
tab's
is the
done.
chance to work hard at work worth doing.
Notice to all shipbreakers, starting this week we'll be receiving semi-regular shipments of ships found abandoned near the edges of the frontier. You may hear others refer to these as ghost ships, but please note, ghost ships are a colloquialism, and Lynx takes no responsibility for any non-corporeal entities encountered aboard these vessels. These ships have been gently used by previous crews before being discarded for reasons we are not legally required to ascertain. A reminder that all vessels, either previously Lynx owned or otherwise, void their ownership rights if uninhabited for 3 days. Under stellar law, Lynx has first salvage rights to uninhabited vessels, as outlined on page 178, section C, and addendum 5.2 of your Lynx handbook. Please note that while preliminary sweeps of the ship has been done, revealing only minorly anomalous readings, a more in-depth assessment of any issues, terrestrial or otherwise, is the sole responsibility of the Shipbreaker. Any questions can be directed to the HR hotline email listed in your handbook. Happy scrapping. So those are ships that have effectively an AI in it. They'll start opening and closing doors and can absolutely murder you. We probably will not be doing a ghost ship until we've finished the main story. We now have the Gecko Stargazer, purpose-built for deep space surveyors or scientific experimentation. The Stargazer is outfitted with high-end instrumentation, crew quarters, workstations, and lab space. All questions can be sent to our automated answering service for review. At this time, I can't confirm if the Stargazer model has fault in its atmospheric control system. The investigation of incidents around the Ascendus are inconclusive, and we are pursuing action against those reporting otherwise. Jonathan Q. Ramsmuller, Legal Department, Klein Co.
Cutter, I want to check in with you about Hal. Listen, back round where I grew up, you cross paths with all kinds of critters. Possums, coyotes, bears. And once in a while, you find yourself nose to nose with a bobcat. Bobcat's an unpredictable creature. A scared one, just as likely to fight tooth and nail as it is to scamper away. Now, Hal is terrified of not measuring up to the rest of us, failing, losing his status, and he's fixing for a fight, driven by that fear inside him. Thing is, Bobcat's just another animal. Hal, he's only human. You understand his fear. You can reason with him. So, I'm working on taming our local wildcat. Now you stay strong. We'll be through this soon enough. See you out there, Cutter.
And I like how he says that, and the music got super ominous. Weaver's a good guy. Like, Weaver's what you want in a manager, even if he's not able to really help you in this case. But it's like he's trying, he's doing what he can, he's doing whatever and all that. And then Hal's the opposite of what you want in any type of leader in anything ever that has ever existed. And we haven't had the dialogue, but basically what we've got is Weaver's kind of our team lead and was kind of overseeing us as we were doing everything. And then basically the company got rumbles of unionization happening and sent out administrators to kind of deal with that, to union bust as it were. And that's where Hal comes in. And Hal's just kind of like, you know, kind of like not that middle management is necessarily bad within itself, but he's a kind of bad middle manager who just says a bunch of inspirational crap that no one cares about and tries to make you do all these exercises that don't really do anything or not relevant to anything. And that could be okay, but like he also does stuff that gets you in trouble, gets you in danger and all that, and talks down at you like you're a lesser person and all that. Just kind of a jerk all around.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
Alright. Pull all stuff out of there. Does he guilt trip? Does he guilt trip? Ish?
Salvage deposit.
Sort of?
Credits awarded.
Not as direct. He does the thing where it's like, you know, like we wouldn't be doing this if we weren't if we were hitting our numbers, hitting our quotas, like, so he's sort of along those lines, but not really hamming it on too much. So much as like deflecting blame, I guess would be a more accurate way of saying that, like he's only having to be tough because, you know, you're not reaching your numbers and that kind of thing. The catch being he won't even share what these supposed numbers even are.
Deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
Which is not surprising. Bling is unchallenged first rights to uninhabited vessels. That sounds suspicious. Oh yeah, no, this is like, you know, late stage capitalism dystopia kind of thing. Like if no one put any checks whatsoever in the way, it's one of like the plausible outcomes. Obviously this is a characterization of that, but you know, not having any oversight, not having any of that, this is the kind of things you can realistically get to. It's so weird that hoist, I think that hoist is literally supposed to not be attached to that, but is just busted. Like there's balance to everything, and this is what happens when we have literally no balance whatsoever. It's just companies can just kind of run rampant and do whatever the heck they want. Because it's cool that there's some companies that are altruistic and want to do the right thing and yada yada yada. But there's also those that don't. You should just slide right out. There you go.
Deposit accepted.
Alright. So I've got most of the armor plate all out of the way. I'll get you out of here. Because I want as much space cleared as I can.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
Okay, so that's not attached to the ship. It is attached to the ship.
Husband,
Hi, wifey.
I'm gonna head downstairs.
Okay, that's somewhat responsible.
Somewhat. I love you.
I love you too.
Be handsome.
Alright, so my plan has changed because I have fuel tanks here, and I'm really scared if I try and cut that, it'll just cause the reactor to melt down immediately. Wait, is that actually not attached? Are you not attached? I don't think you are attached. You just go really close to the reactor. You're not actually connected to the reactor. Not on this end. Okay. I'm still terrified to cut that line. So I think what I have to do is I think I have to rotate the reactor so like along, so like I'll do the rotation. I have to rotate the reactor this way. That way I can go and slide it slowly out the top. Cut the brackets. Oh yeah, I can just cut the brackets. That's nowhere near as dangerous. I'm just gonna cut it this way.
Salvage destroyed. Please refrain from damaging salvage.
I'll do what I want. I'll destroy one. Alright, so the bottom bracket doesn't matter because that pipe's in the way. Yeah, so... Okay, so with that, I can pull the reactor straight up, and then when it hovers up here, tether it down there. Let's be real careful with this. I want to get all these plates out of the way first. At least all the ones on the top. Those will be the ones that are going to get in the way.
Processing object. Applying credits to account.
Alright, it is showtime. I'm not excited about it, but it is showtime. Wait, did I just leave all these fuses up here? I thought I grabbed the fuses. Oh, it's structure, apparently. Okay, whatever. Lights worth more of those panels? Oh yeah, no, the panels are utterly worthless. Okay, so plan straightforward. I'm gonna get back here real fast. For the moment, get the door out of the way. I'll collect these later first. Reactor's melting down, so let's hurry up. Get over here. Get into position.
Reactor meltdown sequence triggered. Urgent action required.
Get out of here, reactor.
Salvage registered. Transferring credits. Salvage goal met. Rewards will be paid.
All right.
Credits deposited.
Now is it safe without the reactor? Yeah, really there's not a whole lot I can hurt myself on this now.
Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred.
Because they've already taken all the fuel out of the ship. About the only thing I can kill myself with this now is by just, like, slamming face first into a plate, that kind of thing. Oh, what are you attached by? No, seriously, what are you attached by?
Salvage destroyed. Please revisit your training.
There we go. Now it's detached. We're taking a trip into the Forge God. Yep. Yeah, it's basically the Forges or just slamming myself into something is what dangers I have left. Okay, so this is connected here.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
And here. And all the way over here. Let's back up because that's going to probably swing some stuff around. Okay, so we've got all that.
Credits awarded.
We've got that.
Material accepted. Credits assigned.
All right, Cutter. You got about 5 minutes to fill your boots. 5 minutes left. Weaver out.
Actually, weigh a decent amount, so let's just feather it on over. Get out of the way. Alright. So there's not too many things left for me to grab out of here beyond the armor and whatnot. Got you. Oh, you're still connected to the back.
Salvage destroyed. Please avoid damaging valuables.
Yeah, I'm on.
Processing object. Applying credits to account.
Cool, and I already pulled most of the other goodies out of here. The random aluminum panel sticking through the wall.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
So let's get the beds out, and then huck this thing in the furnace. I'm scared of when that pops free. It's not worth it. It's 10,000. Let's not get greedy.
Warning. Fuel levels are low. Fuel supplies are available for purchase at the Master Jack.
Okay, so let's go get that. The door panels too? Oh, you mean the air filters? We'll see if I have time.
Welcome to Vintage 9000. Thank you for your
Hazards restored.
I'm not seeing any air filters on this one. we go.
Salvage destroyed. Don't do that.
Wait, you're going the wrong place. I almost gooped that one up in a big way.
Looking like you got about a minute left, Cutter. 1 minute remaining.
Alright, we might have to pop in here just to let these drift in.
Material deposited. Account credit applied.
Tether levels are low.
I'm gonna refill the next mission, so I'm just like...
Caution. No tethers. Please refill supplies.
Yeah, so that one's still heavy. You saw a few of the door levers, remember? Worth 50k? Yeah. I'm not super worried about that, because I only care about getting across this line. I don't care about the money. The money's fairly irrelevant. I just want to get to the thresholds. If we pull that armor in there, it'll push it over. So we're going to go pop back in. We quickly huck that piece in there. I might just cut it in half to make it lighter so it goes faster. But then that should finish that one up. It'll give us a whole bunch of points.
Hello, Shipbreaker.
Alright, more story.
1. Incoming transmission waiting.
Hey, Rook. Lots going on, huh? I hope you're doing okay. I've been checking in on the others, too. Everyone's pretty spooked right now. You know, I've been wondering if it'd be better for me to keep my head down. I've been fighting my whole life. And, well, I'm tired. And I can't tell how much I'm risking myself or risking others. Sometimes feels like no one else is really on the same side. Like, I'm the only one trying. Maybe it's not worth all the energy and risk. Sometimes I wish I was just back home, listening to tapes, tinkering with bikes, having a beer with my old man. Anyway, I'll let you get some rest. See you in the yard. Blue out.
Okay.
Hello, Shipbreaker. This is your morning wake-up call.
And we're going right back in. Because like I said, it's those tiers that matter. And you can notice, like, this tier will give us an extra 65 points and 60 MP. And we're, like, right there. So if we look at this, it's worth the most. So it does make you want to try and get as much... It rewards you for getting as much out of your ships as you can.
Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded.
Honestly, those tethers might have it. I might just literally have to sit here and wait for it to happen. Because once it gets in there, it'll take care of itself. Hey, JT Jet, how's it going? Oh, those radiation containment things were processor. It's already in there. Like, that's glitched. That's the reason I don't want to mess with it, is that's supposed to be something I pull down below worth a good chunk of change. But, unfortunately, I couldn't get to detach. I think it's just like glitched into it. So rather than deal with potentially physics separating it aggressively and violently, I was like, nope, good enough. Yeah, so the big point is I just cared that I went over that 9 mark. I don't care. Like, we just jumped the amount of waste by like 10%. Not even remotely caring about that. All I cared was I crossed that line to get my next 60 MP and my, which is just like your experience, and the tool upgrade points. That's all I wanted. Money is meaningless in this game. Money is just a high score.
Hello, Shipbreaker. Overnight genetic backup complete. Pattern deviation nominal. Have a good day.
Okay. So equipment, let's see what we can do here. We'll need to repair you. Purple update reduces how much background noise would... So like increase the range, the durability. Heat capacity and cooldown. Alright. Strength. Strength 5. Just classified. Nothing else, just classified. Charge, push, and lock. Alright. So that was very significant upgrades. And let's see if we can't do anything with our ship. So I need heat sinks and wires. Alright. So that ship's done. Get the big Diamos. That's got 9 tiers. The Odin, which only has 5 tiers. Got 7. That's got 9 tiers. Not doing any of the murder thrusters. Do I play with a ghost ship? So you're 38 million. 35. Do I mess with a ghost ship? Yeah, I'm gonna mess with the ghost ship. Alright. These are either really easy ships or absolutely will murder you. Because there's an AI messing around with stuff. Oh, I forgot these ships turn off the music.
Man, don't know about all of you, but ghost ships really creep me out.
I mean, they're not really ghost ships, Kai. Just a malfunctioning AI. Nothing to be afraid of.
I'm not so sure. They give me a really weird feeling, especially with that high-pitched scream when you cut them.
Wait, what scream?
Yeah, like, you know, when you cut them.
What are you talking about?
I'm really confused right now. You're not hearing this? Are you messing with me?
I swear. Kai, we're not messing with you.
You're hearing it too, Cutter, right?
Just a lot of superstition around these things. Like Lou said, just a pile of old AI tech. Nothing more.
So, hopefully this doesn't... Why are you not letting me switch my scanner, game? Why? Here's what I want, because inside the ship will be AI bits. And I want to deal with those first if I can. That's what I'm looking for. And are pressurized, which is why I'm not cutting anything. If I cut something right now, we'll have explosive decompression risks.
Now, Cutter, I was gonna mention these. You see those weird nodes? Lynx doesn't want them, and they don't seem to respond to any method of deactivation. You got two ways of dealing with them. One, you burn them up with a gun tool on the spot. Or two, you chuck them in the furnace.
Yeah, I wanna switch to my other tool settings, but for some reason I can't seem to switch between my scanners. Now they really like to be jerks and put the AI nodes right around the reactor. And fuel tanks and stuff like that. Alright, not seeing any here. Let's check the outside of the hull. They can also be out there. I'm guessing it's outside the ship. Under the chairs? Okay. It was actually a helmet. See, now the risk here of, like, starting to try and decompress stuff and everything is it could actually recompress the ship if you don't, like, damage the panels and all that with the AI. It kind of does random stuff like open and close doors and all that, so it can be very dangerous. That's the reason I'm not messing with anything yet. What I'm trying to do is remember what the heck the airlock is. Turn on our little pathetic little light. Yeah, like that'll be a good area to get into ship once I've got stuff sorted. That's the reactor. That's reactor stuff. That's for interacting with the hull. There we go. There's the airlock. Because I believe what I'm supposed to do is choose that and switch things, but my switch isn't working, and I do have the separate systems. We're looking for little AI nodes on here. And there's one now.
Yeah, there we go, Cutter. That's how it's done. Next one you see, just rinse and repeat.
Okay, I'm not seeing more. Never mind, there's more right here. I missed one on the top. Yep, I see its light way over there. Nope, that's not what I'm actually seeing. There you are.
Cutter, seems like the AI's gone all haywire in here. It's wreaking havoc in all the ship's systems. All right, keep your nose down, your eyes up.
Okay, do we see any more? Because it will literally just start, like, venting atmosphere violently, trying to throw you around and everything. They can be real dangerous. There we go. There's two more. Like, once I decompress the inside of the ship, and then cut holes so it can't recompress, the danger it can pose me is much less. I'm gonna go inside and we're gonna start trying to deal with it. Bottom side, you missed one. Alright.
Cutter, if you're fixing to dot the I's and cross the T's, you got about 5 minutes to do it. Weaver out.
Need to figure out what I could do to switch that. Oh, it says AI presence removed. Okay, maybe we got them all. That's a different dialogue. Okay, so as you can see, we wasted the first half of the first ship just trying to get the AI out of here. But every one of those AIs I removed gave me, like 100,000 or so. Alright. So, the plan here is, like we've been doing for the other ones, I'm going to go decompress them, is close all the doors we can, Thanks, AI, for closing that door for me. I appreciate it. That's actually what I wanted you to do. Okay, so you closed that door for me as well. I need you to close this hall door, though. This is the scary one. Alright. Where's your atmosphere? No, 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 AI. Door stays closed. Cool. Oh, let's rip this panel off the wall before it repressurizes the room. Okay. Alright. So we've disabled its ability to repressurize the ship. The big danger is that outer hull still has a lot of air pressure in there. And I'm not sure if when I open that door, the ship is gonna hold. I don't remember what the limits are.
Look sharp, Cutter. 1 minute left on the clock.
Stop it. Stop it. I was trying to find the pressure thing. Yeah, if you're careful about like depressurizing it, like little section, it could actually be safe. It's when you go decompress like a giant area that things get real rough. That's the reason I'm not very happy about the outer area being pressurized. I had debated while it was pressurized cutting the walls out of one of those rooms.
46-52.
So it's like still while everything was pressurized.
Clear and sunny, with a high of minus 270 degrees.
But yeah. Because I'm really not excited about the armored part.
Cutter, might need to be a little careful with this ship. She's been giving us some grief. Found her floating. No one aboard, no distress signals. Manifest been completely wiped. It's like they took a long walk, never came home. Just keep an eye out, all right? Don't think any little green men are gonna come jumping out at you, but there might be some leftovers of the crew. Weaver out.
Alright, Igme, you have a good one. Thank you for tuning in. Stop closing it. All right. There, AI, you can't mess with the doors if I take them away from you. Alright, I've learned that the AI doesn't need those controls. That's deeply concerning. Okay. So let's deal with the super sketch thing that I don't want to deal with. Is the airlock still open? Okay. Please don't explode on me. Alright, the ship is fully decompressed. We should be fine now. Let's start hacking this thing apart. Because you can't repressurize it if I tear big giant holes through it. Okay, so the outer hull can no longer be repressurized. The airlock, on the other hand, apparently still can. That's fine by me. Even if I rupture the airlock, it won't be able to do that much. Not enough volume to make it too dangerous. Yeah, this is the other reason I don't usually take the ghost ships, is it stops the music. I didn't remember until, like, right as we took the ship. I was like, oh yeah, it turns off. Are you seriously on that? Interesting. I've never seen the AI node on a package. I'm curious how it controls the ship through a package that is not part of the ship, but you know. I am noticing there's an AI node on the gas tank. So that's not my favorite. So, I believe if I cut past the gas tank at the farthest edge, I can take it off, but I'm not going to. Too much danger. I'm just going to huck the whole thing onto the barge. Okay. Let's see what these plates I can pull out of the way and which ones I still have spots left. It's also a bummer about the lack of music, because the music in this game is so good. If the music was just, like, okay, losing the music would be like, whatever. But the music in this game is an absolute jam. Alright, so I pulled all the nacelles off. Oh, right, I've upgraded. I think got ready to fight the panel. I was like, oh yeah, this thing's like way upgraded now, like max strength. Okay, so you're still attached somewhere. Actually, you might not be attached anywhere. Okay. Nothing I care about in there. Got the cryo here. It's the same thing as before. You're snagged on the cockpit, so just like before, I'll attach you over there to pull you forward. You can go up there. Ooh. You did manage to repressurize the room. Glad it was just the frame that came back at me, not something that actually had some weight to it. Okay, so that one doesn't have a door, so that's fine. It cannot be repressurized. It's a big thing to realize is they can repressurize rooms and all that, regardless of what I do with the door. Ooh, I almost caught that. That would have been bad. If you cut the A node, yeah. Sorry, I already read that.
We're looking at 5 minutes left in your shift cutter. Do what you do. Weaver out.
That's fine, I'll deal with that in a minute. Okay. Get back to cutting all these panels off. That's a radiation panel. We can deal with that later. Now let's try this again. And you just scooch forward. Okay.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied. Valuable object accepted for processing.
So you're at 3,000. That's a bit on the heavy side, but reasonable. All right.
Salvage deposit secured. Credit rewarded.
No. I just want to send it in there. Don't want to steal the parts.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
Okay. We got 6,000. That should be fine. All right. So the AI has repressurized the airlock. This is going to decompress again. Where'd you go? Already above you?
Salvage accepted.
There you are.
Credit applied.
Alright, so now I can't mess with the airlock anymore.
Credits transferred.
Part of the reason I'm approaching it this way is just trying to rob it of everything it can, reasonably screw
How
with.
much left of this ship, Cutter? About 1 minute remaining.
Oh, I see why you're so heavy. You know what? Just have fun. Just take it over there.
Object processed. Transferring credits.
Are you still attached anywhere? Seem like you're a little on the heavy side for what's there. Yeah, it says 8,000. It's got to be still connected here somewhere. Okay, some connection points in the bottom still. All right. So good news, we're getting most of that ripped off. The reactor itself is almost 2 whole bars. We made pretty good progress in tearing the ship apart. We definitely won't, like, once we finish the A ship, I won't be taking a second one because I like the music. And that's the whole thing.
Good morning, Shipbreaker. This is your daily wake-up call.
I do like, yeah, it's really uncomfortable the way they scream, and everyone else is like, what are you talking about? What do you mean screaming?
Cutter, this here's another one of them ghost ships. Same story as last time. It looks like the boss has been running the show. I'll be honest with you. They kind of give me the creeps. You tread lightly, Cutter.
Weaver out.
All right. I think we're mostly detached now. And there's another one. And unfortunately, I can't pull those off. So you have to, like, excise them. I could try for it once to get everything else removed, but I'm not going to do that earlier than I have to.
Salvage is destroyed. Don't do that.
Let's try grappling you again. Pull you over there. Pull you over there. Pull you down.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
Straight on in. Because we can get the aluminum off this for some value. I need to see where the structure points are. Alright. So that... that cuts that spot. And now I got the aluminum.
Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded. Salvage goal achieved. Rewards allocated.
Wait, wrong place. Now get that in there. All right.
Valuable object accepted for processing.
All right.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
Let's get all the armor out of here. Okay, so there's the big panels in the back. Oh, I see. What are you way down here? How did you even get down there? Okay, that was weird. If you cut an oh yeah, sorry, I keep reading that thinking it's a new comment. All right, so you weigh a bunch still. You don't. You've got your stuff detached. Just try your best to get out of the way. So, do you have a point I missed, or you just legitimately weigh that much? I guess you just weigh that much. Alright. Okay. I tried to push through. Alright, let's not do that. That took half my health.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account. Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
That's interesting. It didn't even attach to the other part of them. That's fine.
Salvage secured. Applying credit.
Make bad choices.
Node terminated.
Okay, so yeah, you can just shave it off, but you gotta be real careful. And the reason I felt a little bit more comfortable is we pulled it way far away from the ship. I was keeping it a pretty good distance.
Deposit accepted for processing.
Alright. You can go ahead and choose that one there. And that there. Hey, you're just a really heavy piece of armor. Okay. You, on the other hand, are all bunched up on here, which is going to be really a pain to do anything with. Okay.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
Cutter, ship's got about 5 minutes left in her. Let's make them count. Weaver out.
Missing valuable object. Credits awarded.
Okay, so this one here has an AI node on it.
Transferring credits.
Let's get all the other ones out of the way.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account. Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
Let's get rid of it.
AI node terminated.
That must have been the last one. Our music came back. There we go. So much nicer that we can actually hear the music. So I'm hoping this will swing around.
Tether supplies are dropping.
Okay. 2 tethers on you. Gonna need another one. All right. And grab you. That thing's all in the way. Trying to sneak it underneath. Go. There we go.
Out of tethers.
Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded.
Okay. It's so nice to have the music back. I cannot express that enough.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
It also means I don't have to worry about the AI boogering with things and trying to kill me.
Salvage goal reached. Rewards assigned. Processing object. Applying credits to account.
Cutter, we're getting down to the wire. Let's put a bow on this ship.
Oh, I already grabbed that one.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded. Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred.
Alright. And I'll need 2 seconds to use the restroom after this one. I've just been trying to cut away the panels to open up as much of the ship as possible, and that's been going pretty well. We did manage to get through the AI part of the ship without dying to explosive decompression, which is always nice, because I've definitely had it where I started like cutting in the ship and getting everything sorted, and it compressed the main room and then opened a door and just blew up the ship around me. Because normally it's a thing that I can't do because everything has to go through the airlock, but the moment you start tearing pieces off, you need to make sure you've decompressed everything and you've
Good morning, Shipbreaker.
punched holes in it.
Your theta wave levels are high. Please administer
All right.
caffeine pods before starting your shift.
So bear with me, chat. I need to quickly use the restroom, so I'm going to do that real fast, and I'll be right back. So thank you again for tuning in. I'll be back here in just a moment. I guess I don't have a laceration? I am so confused. Unless I caused a laceration to the wool. What? Thank you for being quiet, Demon Dog. You're really messing with my mindset.
And mine to toss alone.
Side quest Beach Offensive. I need something to trigger that. That's not what I really had. Alright, there we go. And let's get back to our ship. We'll tear this apart. It might be enough to rank us up. And that'll be what we need to continue the story.
Welcome to Vendatron 9000. Thank you for your
Tethers restored.
Alright. I've been having problems getting the armor panel off of this. Oh, you know what I bet you I need to do? I've been pulling it down and forward. Let's pull it up and forward. It might just pop off now. Because it looks like it's binding on this part. As you can see, they're two separate pieces. Nope, not sure what to do about that. We'll figure it out.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred. Salvage secured. Credits deposited. Salvage secured. Applying credit. Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
Alright.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
Based on the shadow. There you are. Let's say, saw the shadow from our computer. I was trying to figure out where we went to. Alright. So I got that room all cut through and cleaned out.
Transferring credit.
Pulled the door on that again already. Why are you being so difficult, panel? I probably have to wait till we get in there and just try and shove it away. So I've got this area all cleared out. That's to be furnace, so I don't need to pop that off. These will let me get access to all that. Too early.
Damage detected.
Where are you? I've got that one. There's two more and I'm not seeing them. Are they along the back? No, there they are. Okay. That's another big win there.
Deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
That's all furnace pieces, furnace pieces. That's the radiator itself, which does have everything connected down below.
Material accepted.
Okay. Trying to see what other access points I can get into this place
Edit applied.
for ease of access to try and deal with the radiator. Because if I already detached the engines, I need to detach or pull out the coolant. Before we do that, so it's going to have to go up and be pulled around like we did before. Okay,
Valuable object.
so let's go and find the cooling stuff and then figure out the fastest way from the cooling thing to the radiator itself. So there's a cooling thing. If we detach this and shove that in the furnace.
Raw material processed. Credits
And has to
deposited.
come up and out. Alright, so let's orient ourselves so I don't get myself confused. So I pull the cooling, we pull the reactor up, then we tether it down where we need it. Get a position as fast as we can.
Reactor meltdown triggered. Action urgently required.
and get out of the way.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
Alright, now we're just basically hucking stuff out of the ship. Alright.
Raw material deposited.
All right. You got 5 minutes left in this shift cutter before they turn the lights out on you. We were out.
I'd like you to...
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited. Salvage deposit secured. Credit
Just trying to
awarded.
get everything we can out through the hole in the floor.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited. Salvage accepted. Credit applied. Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
I somewhat appreciate that. The AI left those doors closed. I'm gonna hate it later because I have to get around it.
Salvage deposit confirmed.
No, don't try and steal. No, don't try and steal the wires. I know I need wires. But I'm not even worrying about my ship right now.
Credits transferred. Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded. Salvage registered. Transferring credits.
Alright.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
And this is why I tore all the chairs out first, and so I just found whatever hole was good,
Account credited.
and we can just line them up and ship them out.
Salvage secured. Applying credit. Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Alright.
Salvage goal obtained. Additional rewards assigned.
You can see how fast we're gaining our salvage ranks now.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
Ooh.
Helmet damage detected.
Okay, be careful about that.
Deposit secured. Credits awarded.
Did I mention that's the most likely ways I'll kill myself, is slapping myself with something like that? But yeah, we just bonked ourselves a little. We didn't get ourselves too bad.
Salvage deposit confirmed.
But you get a real solid hit like that, and you just die.
Time is winding down, Cutter. Dig deep. Let's finish strong.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Alright.
Salvage
Overcops a slow, insidious killer. Yep.
transferring credits.
That it is. Alright, so we got Cherub there. I don't care about the lights at all.
Applying credit. Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account. Salvage secured.
Alright. So yeah, so we got through 2 more ranks, and that rank leveled us up. So story continues. And then we'll be able to grab like the last bit of stuff out of there, the next one, and then we just basically have to hack that ship up into a couple of pieces because it'll be too heavy to pull in as one giant thing.
Hello, Shipbreaker 9346-52.
Alright.
Lynx would like to share the following inspirational message. Some people dream of great salvage, while other people get up every morning and make it happen.
Let's see, the purpose-built mobile scavenging, the twin cargo bays, the external manipulator arms for handling large-scale material. Take caution, as the cargo bays may still contain salvage that is unstable or hazardous. While we are replacing our legal team with an outside firm, I will personally handle whistleblower report that salvage runners have an engineering flaw that will cause catastrophic reactor meltdown. Yasmin Klein, CEO, Klein CEO. Or Klein Co. And start shift. We're actually I probably should be careful because our tools are getting pretty worn, I would assume. Alright.
Kai, watch out now. You're gonna want to be a touch more delicate with... Oh, I'm so sorry. Kato, what in the hell are you doing? I'm so sorry, Mr. Rhodes, sir. Okay, Kato, please stop. I need to hear this from you. You have received full Shipbreaker training, right?
Yes, I have. These ships are different. They're more complicated.
So you want to be trained on every single ship that might possibly show up in the yard? What about just basic problem-solving skills? Honestly, Kato, I'm a little surprised you're even here. Hal, come on now. In management, we have a saying, disagree and commit. You can disagree with a decision, but you must commit once it's been made. I may say disagree with your place here, Kato, but you are a Lynx shipbreaker, and I am committed to that. Are you committed, Kato?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Well, what are you waiting for? Get back in there and try it again.
Okay.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
So let's go ahead and get you out here. I'm sensing a problem. I have to probably cut that door frame away. Usually there's one of these sides you can cut out Nope, not this time. I'm gonna have to cut any side. I'm gonna go through the floor where I have more room and shows me up to the barge. Could you not mash me into the wall, please? All right.
Material accepted. Credits assigned.
And we've got that.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
Okay. You're still attached, which we can fix right now. That works out real well for me. Boom. They aren't worth hardly anything, but they're all gonna line up and just let me catapult them in. I'm not gonna complain. Just get in there. You're not that heavy, but I don't want to deal with it. Oh, hey. I totally missed that you're still hovering over there, not in the processor. Let's fix that mistake real fast.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
Right, because it was getting stuck on this. That's right. Now I remember.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
That was fast and terrifying.
Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded. Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account. Salvage goal cleared. Rewards allocated.
Alright, one more salvage goal tier, and then we're done.
Salvage registered. Transferring credits. Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
Okay. So big thing is I gotta try and get all this armor, well, not armor, structure into the furnaces before time's up.
Salvage secured.
'Cause there isn't much left of value in here. Yeah, I shouldn't need to go through there. Or there. Oh, actually, I take that back. I do. And there's also a computer up there.
Salvage destroyed. Please
Okay, it's an empty room.
salvage. Salvage deposit deposit secured. Credits awarded. Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
Not sure how you merge to the ship side, but I'll just go with it.
Salvage secured.
Okay, so a couple computers in that room over there. And I believe we have the coolant line. And after the coolant line, it's just hull. Sadly, no easy to cut away panels.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Okay.
Salvage deposited.
And the table goes in the furnace, so I don't need to worry about that. Alright, so let's check the back of the ship. Like I said, I know I got the coolant line. I think we've got everything else pulled out, though. Yeah, we don't care about those. Oh, I got the plate there as well.
Salvage destroyed. Please pay attention.
Alright. Now I can grab that plate.
Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred.
Just get over there. Alright, so you're still 41,000, but you're basically empty. So, it's time to start cutting.
Cutter, you're looking at roughly 5 minutes left in this shift. Keep on at it. Weaver out.
Alright, we just cut that down to 10,000. Oh, I also just remembered these radiation things. Where is one? There, those go to the processor and they're worth a good chunk of change. Was there not a second one? Could have sworn there's 2 on here. It's fine. Hey, start hacking this thing apart if we're gonna do it. Get in there. Still weighs 17,000.
Tether supplies are low.
All right. Let's cut it this way. Try and split it a bit. You have to do one more flight in this one, that's okay. Oh, it's a door panel. It's fine.
Material accepted. Credit transferred.
Still connected. There you are.
This is your 1-minute warning, Cutter. Bring it home.
Caution.
Material deposited.
All right.
Warning. Fuel levels are low. Fuel supplies are available for purchase at the Master Jack.
And we got enough that I don't care.
Welcome to Vendatron 9000. Thank you for your purchase. Have a nice day.
Because all I cared is that we crossed that 9. We did manage to do that at the last second.
All rewards allocated.
We're not going to get all the parts in there, but the rest is just money, and money is meaningless in this game. Okay. Cool.
Good morning, Shipbreaker. Your allocated shift time will be commencing shortly.
Alright, let's deal with our equipment. How are we doing on time? We're doing good on time. That's how we're doing on time. Alright. So, fix those two. Nothing to do with the helmet. Armor's just about fully upgraded. Okay. And a bunch more upgrades. Alright, so next ship, we still need to find some more wires. And I know I could just rip them out of computers, but I'm not worried about that. Alright, so we still have Hazard 8 ships to deal with. Yeah, it's got 9 on there. Yeah, so we'll just go ahead and just do the salvage runner. Alright.
I hope you're rested there, Kato. Don't want to repeat of yesterday.
Yes, Mr. Rhodes.
Let's practice some on-the-fly problem solving. Go get that reactor.
Yeah, but this reactor is so different.
What did we say about disagree and commit? Commit to the reactor.
Yes, I just need a minute.
Don't rush now, Kai.
Don't mess it up 2 shifts in a row.
Okay. Okay, I got it.
No, you don't. Damn it, Kato.
Back out of there. Quick, Lack. It's melting down. Oh, shoot! I'm sorry.
Fellas, you just vaporized a highly valuable object.
He wasn't ready. You've been pushing my crew too far.
We cannot have insufficient training of our teams.
You're the one breaking protocol, making us skip training.
Don't talk to me about protocol. Someone's got to foot the bill for screw-ups like this.
I'll be more careful next time. You can just add this to my debt.
Oh, I already have, kid. Now, I want you to punch out so you and I can have a one-on-one discussion.
Yes, sir.
The rest of you can carry on. Kato and I need to talk.
Okay. Let's see. If you have 8 triangles flashing around the cursor, does that always mean you can pull it apart? I think so. Yeah, no, that is what it means, yes. Is that something you can just yank off the wall? Alright.
Airlock depressurizing.
So we're pressurized, so I gotta deal with this nonsense. Oh, good. That's a great place for that. I'm saying very sarcastically.
Airlock pressurizing.
Alright. Okay, this is one I can't punch through the window to make an escape. That's busted. That's the airlock. Okay. Bunch of knocked around stuff back here. So there's not a lot of areas I can close to make the pressure less of a concern. And the whole area out here is pressurized. The whole freaking thing. Alright. So we're gonna have to try and narrow this down as much as possible. So here's a curious question.
Airlock depressurizing.
So that's depressurized the exterior of the ship. Which means the reactor should also be depressurized as well. This actually might not be nearly that bad. So does this does this literally just depressurize the entire exterior of the ship and, like, the whole thing? I'm trying to see if it cuts the whole way through. It does. And since there's 2 sides that airlock, this shouldn't be really that bad. Well, we've lost. I thought we had depressurized it.
This event may be recorded for training and quality.
So that's the thing that confused me, is we depressurized it and was exposed to the entire opening. Well, and that brings the end of our Hardspace Shipbreaker run. Because we were on permadeath, and that was that. So the run is over. Huh. So, my assumption, and I don't really know what happened wrong there. Obviously, the interior was still pressurized. But, what rank did you get to? Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Oh, it's, it doesn't say anymore. We had just reached the point where Kato was pulled aside for the one-on-one. 17? Thank you. Yeah. So the thing I find confusing is because we depressurized, there was the airlock and it split out into two different directions. There's the front area with the cockpit that was an enclosed area, and that was pressurized. That was pressurized the whole time. Then we had the other side, which is the side I was on with the reactor. We had depressurized it. The airlock had slammed closed since it was pressurized, and the entire exterior of the ship was available to me. So I don't see how that was pressurized. Now, where I was cutting the armor off the back, the only way I could see that causing a problem is on the cockpit of the ship. If maybe, well no, because it would still be attached in a number of points. Because I was going to say, is maybe the cockpit, so like the outer shell was detached from the rest of it, and then the cockpit like went forward. I don't think that's what happened. Still, it doesn't matter, because we died. So we just won't know what we did wrong, other than there was clearly pressure somewhere in the ship that caused it to crush me. Because that's what killed me, is we crushed the helmet, and then, you know, we ran out of air. Did I use the scanner to check the area? No, the scanner has been causing the entire game to, like, lock up for a second, and then scrolling through hasn't been working right. But like I said, we had depressurized it. Like, the airlock was closed and the airlock was pressurized, so unless the game wasn't following its own rules, you know, we should have been a decompress. My guess is, because I cut like the first detachment point didn't hurt us, but where I cut several, I'm guessing what happened is I detached part of the exterior from where it attaches to the main body of the ship. And so the main body of the ship, the front half still had pressure on the other side of the airlock. And I'm guessing what happened was where the cockpit meets, there isn't an attachment point there. So I'm guessing it was decompressing there, forcing the entire outer chassis one way, and then the interior spot back at me. No, because it shouldn't have been able to do that, because the airlock was still attached to the rest of the ship. I don't really understand how that worked. Like, it feels like something... Either I missed something important. I mean, obviously there's pressurized part of the ship. But something definitely felt like it didn't behave in the way I expected. Because we didn't detach the airlock. So the airlock in all of that area was still attached. I didn't compromise the attachment from the room that we were in and the airlock to where, like, maybe I cut the door or anything. So something... It's a shame I can't go back and, like, look at the ship to be like, what happened here? Either way, we died. So... I gotta figure out what's happening now, because we only have about 2 hours left to stream, which is more than I want to stop and, you know, stop stream early for. But we have finished this. Let me first of all end the recording on the YouTube side. For all those on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. So we did die. Am I going to try While the Iron is Hot? I don't think right now. I think I'll wait till I have a little bit more time. So I'm going to be shutting down the YouTube side of stream. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We will keep going on the Twitch side of things. I'll probably bring up something that could be fast rounds kind of thing and not a big deal. And that's just because popping up a video on, like, dealing with the YouTube side, I just don't want to do for a short one. So, catch you later, YouTube. Alright, so we get that out of the way. And